last time on Role Play.
Zastasha leaves the agency. Le Capitan will look at their little clipboard.
All right.
Yeah, Le Capitan will climb into a chair and then clear their throat. I overheard that you want to look into your old boss's identity, and I'm sure that we can help with that. But I'll need to test your detective skills if you're going to work off this debt. So please, follow me.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Commence simulation 58008. Boobs.
We get it.
When the light fades, you find yourself in a dimly lit American pub in Nashville, the year 1910. The man behind the bar is Thomas Tomato. He recently received a mysterious letter threatening him and his family. This is what it says. You must pay us $15,000, or else I shall summon men to hurt you and your family with knives, ask questions, interview the suspects, and solve the case.
Charlie Gooseberry.
6 kids, that's a lot. What do you do for work?
In order to support my lifestyle with Tommy, Timmy, Tammy, Taffy, and Tonka, and Tanya, I provide alcohol to most of the taverns in the area.
I'm going to walk over to the cigar guy.
That cigar guy is Ashton Soup.
Trying to make a dime feel like a dollar right now. I mean, my mom wants me out of the house.
Hey, I really like that dress you got on there. That's pretty.
Oh, thank you. I made it myself.
Oh my
Wow, that's pretty impressive. Is that what you do for work? Designer?
Unfortunately, I'm a barbershop owner.
Welcome to Roll Gay Roleplay, a real gay, real play D&D podcast. I'm Kris the DM, and I've waited years for Brandle to realize that I'm one of the voices in his horny video games.
That's not true. Tell me that's not true.
What? Hi, I'm Katie, and I need more information on this potentially life-changing, paradigm-shifting, foundation rocking information.
I'm Brandle. I play, well, not Bae this time, but I have been waiting years for Kris to realize that's the whole reason that I joined this podcast.
Oh!
I'm Tisha, and I'm here for a slow burn.
Okay, oh my god. Hi, I'm Jonathan. Help me, Lord, from these fantasies in my head. They ain't ever been safe ones. That is circa March 29th, Beyonce.
Mm.
Also, why is everyone's favorite song Daughter?
I need to sit down and listen to it, all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Start to finish.
Looking that up right now.
It's Cowboy Carter, featuring so many good musicians.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you're on any kind of trip, that's probably like the best time to listen to it.
I'm driving to Montreal maybe next weekend, so I would
I don't
love a
think
good.
you meant like a physical trip.
Okay.
It's up to your imagination.
Could be both.
If you're in the backseat, could be both.
Speaking of imagination, we got a very fun question on our Discord. Thank you, Discord. Question submission channel. If we were ever stuck in a cave, who are we eating first? And the person who asked the question was very specific in, it's the second day. Who are you eating?
Out of the 5 of us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't mind volunteering because I feel if someone could kill me quickly, kind of like a decent amount of meat on my bones. I've been vegan for the past couple of years. I'm going to try to eat fresh fruits and vegetables. So I'm not saying it'll be good quality meat, but it would be okay quality meat. And I don't want to have to deal with eating meat again for the first time shits in a cave in front of all of my cool gay friends.
Are you pitching that you get eaten first?
Yes, I'm pitching that I get eaten first. I'm volunteering.
Oh,
I
okay.
was gonna say the same thing, but about Katie, because I think that since I'm vegan, I would only want to or morally feel okay with eating someone who consents, and I feel out of all of us, or out of the rest of you, Katie's the only one that would. So, Katie.
Immediately proven correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was like a whole, so for me, it wouldn't be like the second day. It would be after a while, because I do enjoy my life and I would like to get back to it. But if it's like, we're stuck down here, we don't have any form of communication, there's been no one coming by, like.
I would argue that we could all just cut a little piece off of our calves. There you go. And eat ourselves.
So, hey, anyway, before we get too philosophical with this question, hi, I'm Jonathan. And so being stuck in a place where there's no exit is, aside from vast open spaces, that is one of my deepest, darkest fears. So before y'all have the chance to decide who's going to be eaten, I will have already killed myself. I'm just going to tell y'all that right now. I have no intention of living to see the light of day if I'm stuck in a place where I can't get out.
Okay,
but
sorry, I just think this is so fucking funny because, so far, 2 out of the 4 have been yeah, okay, I volunteer to die. I will gladly do this. Versus, I bet your ass if you get one of those funny survivalist podcasts, I'm gonna I'm gonna eat my bro the first second it gets. I'm gonna fucking eat him so I can come back to the surface with my guns. I can't wait to die.
Come back to these student loans. No thanks. No thanks. Yeah,
I get it though. Being stuck in a cave, nightmare.
I do not consent to having my body eaten. I would prefer that y'all I don't know. when somebody gets out, please,
I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Have me what is it called? Burned.
Cremated.
Cremated, thank you. I would prefer to be cremated.
Just light it on fire.
Actually, I don't. You know what? Speaking of that too, I don't even want a funeral. I just want y'all to burn me and then move on.
Don't talk about
pyre.
it. Yeah, just don't even talk about it. Just
there were 4 of us in that cave. 4 of us.
So yeah, I will not be eating anyone. I will literally take myself out somehow.
I would feel the compulsion to stop you from taking yourself out, Jonathan, just because I wouldn't want to deal with your sisters after.
They wouldn't. I mean, they would be sad.
They'd be did you burn him? That's what they would have wanted.
That's what they would have wanted. Okay, all right.
I was gonna say they know exactly. They we've all talked about our funerals because we've been drunk together.
I might still take a little nibble. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that.
There's no situation where 4 white people come out of the cave and we're no, it's fine. That's not how we made the decision. There's no way.
You're worried about PR afterwards?
We would force you to stay alive. We would force you.
The only person that died is a non-binary black person.
Not Kris saying what will the neighbors think? Jonathan, you can't kill yourself.
Can't do this. It'll make me look bad.
It'll make me look bad.
I'm gonna get canceled by followers.
If you do this, we have to kill one of the others too to make it look
right. We got into a fight.
We got into a fight.
You mean to tell me that Katie and Jonathan killed each other?
Killed each other. So now you're accusing the dead black person of violence? They assaulted Katie before they died?
Feral masculine foreigner.
I had justification and reason for Kris, but I feel like now I have a choice between Katie and Jonathan, and so many options.
Why me?
You're picking the litter.
I don't need to give a justification for that now. We have options. Once you run out of them two, then maybe I'll pitch it.
Also, I don't really want to eat human. Like,
Don't even lie to me. I feel like there's a part of your brain that's a little hidden, like a little secret intellectual part that's like, I wonder what it's like to eat human flesh.
what? No. That Bones episode where they explain that when you eat human, it kind of messes with your brain a little bit. I was like, nope, don't want to ever do that.
You don't want to get mad
Bones
cow
taught me
disease.
better. Thank you,
Is that what
Emily
vegans
Deschanel.
think of people that eat meat? There's a
Oh,
part of
maybe.
you. I know there's a part of you that want to eat people.
It's a secret part of you. Well, because muscle is muscle. Like, that's what you're eating when you eat meat. So, like,
Right.
Not me Googling what happens when you eat human meat.
You got to clear that history, babe.
Yeah, really. Hope you did that in incognito.
I was going to say.
I didn't.
Well, I mean, let's be so, because humans are also like other animals. Aren't we also like full of parasites?
Medical News Today says, although it may seem wrong, the good news is that consuming cooked human flesh is no more dangerous than eating the cooked flesh of other animals.
People.
Okay.
yeah, you just
Well, then,
need
Katie.
to avoid
My
the
answer's
brain
Katie.
stem and the brain fluid. So that's what you use so that's the kind of stuff that you eat that kind of accumulates and causes what's called prion diseases, or where those proteins in your brain fold the wrong way, and that's the basis of things like bad cow disease and like Alzheimer's and stuff like that.
How are we supposed to
Child.
deglaze the pan?
Without my
fuck
brain
up?
fluid,
Hannibal
my
and the
smart brain
Lecters.
fluid. There's probably so much microplastics in there. Jesus,
A couple macros, too.
macroplastics. You can take a look at my brain and be like, oh damn, that's what was wrong with them.
Earthy, very woody, very weedy.
Mine's already missing a part, so don't, like, it's not worth it.
Oh.
Oh, man.
Perfect. So
Very good.
you've got 2 volunteers, and we know not to eat the brain.
And also, I don't know a lot about cooking meat, but I do hear that the more muscle and the less fat you have in it, it's higher quality. So, sorry, Kris.
Kris is getting
Is what I'm saying.
equipment sponsorships.
Yeah.
Chris is like, it's
I
day
know they have
3
a
of my
channel.
cave journey, and I'm eating my friend.
Here's how I stay fit in the cave and not get eaten.
Sponsored by Fresh Kitchen.
Exactly. Perfectly portioned ingredients.
And there's not a lot of
Okay.
brain to avoid, so we're all right.
Yeah.
Shut the
Okay,
fuck up.
Speaking of perfectly portioned,
I don't like furries.
okay.
What the fuck?
So is your person third in row is now Brandle?
Oh. I'm just kidding. I find furries tolerable.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, your
What's
lifestyle.
happening? Why did this get brought up?
I don't know.
Is it
Where
because we
furries
can't
came
shave in
from.
the cave? That doesn't make us a furry. We just have natural body hair.
Ugh, wait, there's gonna be women in the cave that don't shave their body hair? Gross.
Okay.
Yeah,
Back
let's
to the
transition the
episode.
fuck away from there.
Now can we, this.
We are doing an interview.
Yeah, we are in the middle of Rux's interview. We've
Mhm.
started a case, I guess. Rux has to solve a crime. We've got 3 suspects, played by our normal PCs. But I don't have my notes up, so I'll find their names in a second. Ashton Soup, and then there's a couple others.
Cardi
Carney
Papaya.
papaya.
One more person.
Charlie Gooseberry and
Thank
Thomas
you.
Tomato.
Didn't remember
Catherine
my own
Zeta-Jones.
name.
Thomas Tomato received a threatening letter. One of the 3 people in the bar is the one that sent it and is trying to extort money out of him. And it's Rux's job to figure out who it is in order to pass this interview. And so far, they've just introduced themselves and told you a little bit about themselves. And Rux was just given the most recent criminal record for everybody. I think that's where we've picked up. Oh, and Le Capitan is smashed. Yeah, they're currently on the bar with glassware in all 4 limbs are inside of a glass that has liquid in it. He's just kind of walking on the bar. Look at
He's
me.
Drinking
I love
through
that.
osmosis?
Clink, 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 clink.
Who is serving this raccoon?
Also, how many drinks does it take before a raccoon is blasted?
Yeah, we're on like at least 5 right now.
Yes, and then we learned that one person, while they have been answering, is lying.
Yes, I've given whoever is the culprit in this the ability to lie about whatever they would like. And there are real-world consequences to Rux's decisions.
Oh. Well, I will go to... I'm going to go back to Thomas real quick.
Okay.
Hey, Thomas, can I see that letter again?
Oh, sure.
All right, you got
Here
the
it is.
envelope that it came with?
I do. I do have an envelope. Here you go. He gives you an envelope. As you're looking at it, the envelope is addressed to Thomas Tomato, and it has an international stamp at the top corner.
You know how when you mail something, there's a post office stamp that goes over the top of it?
Mhm.
Does it have one of those too?
Yes, it did go through the postal system.
Okay. Let's see. I also I took from Ashton, I got a card, right? They wrote something down for me in case I had some work for them. So I want to compare the handwriting on that card versus the handwriting on the outside of the envelope as well as the letter.
Okay. Roll investigation.
Okay. 14.
Okay, you do not believe they are the same.
Okay. I don't believe that the handwriting... So does the handwriting on the envelope and the letter match?
The envelope and the letter?
Yeah.
Yes, the envelope and the letter match.
So can I see where... It has an international stamp on it. The international mail in this day and age isn't very common, eh?
I guess not. I mean, a lot of people are immigrants coming here, first generation, so...
First generation. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure... Let's see. Ashton lives with his parents, okay, that are trying to kick him out. Carney Papaya, their father, has owned this barbershop before them, so it doesn't seem like maybe those two are first generation immigrants. So, I don't think I got any information from Charlie about where they're from. So, I'm gonna go over to Charlie. Well, hold on. Before I do that, can I tell what country the stamp is from?
Roll history. Tisha would know, but that doesn't help you.
11.
It's of Latin origin.
Latin.
The word itself is, or the language would be of Latin origin. I'm not telling you which language it is, though. Not with an 11.
So, hey, you know what? I think that Ashton used to be a male guy. So I'm going to draw this stamp, if you don't mind. Here, Thomas, I'm gonna look at the stamp and I'm going to draw it on a piece of paper.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over to Ashton.
Will you draw me next? Draw me like a French girl.
Of course. Yeah.
Naked.
Yeah, I could do that. Usually, I mean, there's a fee for it, but as everybody knows, you pay for what you get for. So, we can talk about that in a bit after I figure out who sent this letter to your family.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, where are you from again, Thomas?
Oh, I'm from here. Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Can't you tell by the accent?
Oh, totally. I'm not from here myself, so I'm not quite sure what the local accent is.
It's
Local
raspy.
dialect and all that.
Yeah,
Just
that's what we all
raspy.
sound like. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You know what? Ashton might have some ideas on this. Hey, Ashton. How's that drink coming along?
It's you have to like kind of snap to get his attention. He's kind of like zoning out.
Hey, Ashton.
Yeah. Sorry. He's just he's just holding the empty glass. Yeah.
Hey, can we get another drink over here for my buddy Ashton?
Okay, yes. I'll deliver it. And the Capitan comes over with his hand in the glass.
Hey. So I got a favor to ask of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you a drink. you see how this works. So I heard that you used to work at the post office.
That's correct. I did used to work at the post office.
Hey, so I one of my
to work at the post office.
Hey, that's okay.
Sorry.
We all go through career changes and that. One door closes and then a bigger door opens. That's like gonna allow more stuff in.
Can I tell you something that I really miss the most?
Yeah, of course.
It's really just waking up in the morning and just being able to be like, I'm gonna wear my slutty little shorts today, because that's the weather. And now I have to go back and buy all new clothes. I have to buy all new clothes. But I can't 'cause I don't have a job.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. Clothing is expensive, especially if you don't make it yourself. But, I know somebody who likes to design clothing in their free time, so maybe they can figure something out with your old clothes. Make them more, less post office-y and more whatever you end up getting into.
I appreciate that. What was the question you wanted to ask me?
See, I have this little drawing here that I did. One of my kids was telling me about this stamp that they saw. Do you know what country this is from?
Let me take a look. Yeah, it's Spain. España.
España. Okay, that's pretty cool. Do you know anybody from Spain?
No.
Can I roll insight on that? No.
Sure.
13.
Probably believe him.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty big country when we're talking about European countries, right?
I just know where it's from. I don't know, the facts about the countries themselves. I can tell you a lot more about local mail than I can tell you about international mail.
Okay, you got any cute information about the mail? Like how long does it take for mail to get from Spain to Tennessee?
In general, it's about 7 to 14 days in and out of country, international. 3 to 5 days out of state, and 1 to 2 days if shipped in state. We got a pretty good system. I used to run my route like I was in the military, but I got let go. It's not fair.
What route did you run?
It changed. They switch it up every once in a while so we don't get bored. Tired of the same dogs attacking you day in, day out. It's best for the dogs to have something different too.
Okay. Maybe you can find something similar,
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have any bills because I live with my mom, but it gets pretty lonely.
Yeah, but didn't your mom say she wanted you to find a place of your own?
I mean, she says that, but I'm trying. It's just nice to have a little day to mope every once in a while.
Okay.
You just gotta make sure not to let those days become habits.
Hey, speaking of that, I'm kind of new to Tennessee, and I'd like to explore kind of some local things. And as a mailman, maybe you know some of these sites. But is there any like Latin, kind of not Latin, but maybe Spanish, Spain, like communities around there?
There is no, Spanish cultural center per se, but we do have, a European restaurant quite fancy in this small town. It's called Olive Eden. And they've got, all you can eat soup and bread and spaghetti for, just a nickel. That's ridiculous. I thought that tomatoes were poisonous, but it turns out that that's not true. We really live in such a wonderful modern age. I think when I get my first job and my first paycheck, I'm going to go to Olive Eden and get all those breadsticks.
Okay.
Or some boiled ham.
That sounds delicious. Boiled meats, that's what everybody likes, right?
Yeah.
in this time of the century. Bald meats. It's like we just got over here from Europe or from England and haven't created our own palate yet. All right. Thank you very much for that lovely information. I appreciate it. Once again, here's your drink. Enjoy it. And I may have some more questions for you later. And now I'm going to go over to Charlie.
Oh, he's going to hand you his business card, and it's his old mailman business card, but he's like scratched out the mailman and just wrote his own personal number, just says unemployed cell
Okay.
phone.
Nice.
A cell phone.
Sorry. This is my Telegram address.
I mean, an Olive Garden.
Cell
All right,
phone. We're in 1910. You're so right. The fucking telephone probably does.
Actually, can I go over to El Capitan? And hey, El Capitan, I got a question.
Yes.
Hey, you said that I can go to you to employ any kind of investigative stuff that they would have in this time.
Yes.
The 1910s. Can I look at Charlie's business logs for like early August?
Charlie's business, early August. Don't know that that's something that they would have. Charlie would have those.
Well, okay. All right, so that makes it harder for me to figure out how to do this. All right. Hey, okay, so you can't get me any like information. Did he have any like shipments from Spain recently or nothing like that? I gotta go to Charlie and ask him myself, just out of nowhere, some random Leonin just going over there and saying, "Hey, do you ship from Spain?"
Alcohol distribution is not international in 1910.
Oh, okay. Thank you, El Capitan. I mean, Thomas Tomato.
Who are you talking? Oh, yep, we're the same person.
I appreciate that.
He
All
says
right.
with a glass on his hand.
I'm drunk. Do you need another drink? I need another drink. Hey, I'm talking to you. Making fun of you, old man.
All right. Maybe I know that you're a little drunk, but let me just run my thoughts through my head with
Yes.
you real quick. Okay. El Capitan.
I'm listening. And the
Okay.
Capitan sticks their whole face in the glass and starts blowing bubbles.
So I got all right. So the motives of everybody, right? So I got Charlie Gooseberry motives. He's financially desperate. Ashton, again, financial desperation, maybe a potential vendetta against Thomas. Carney, possibly like some kind of resentment, but like maybe some hidden financial pressure because they really want to be a designer. But Carney kind of seems less connected to Thomas than the rest of them. But as far as like the means and opportunity, sending a letter from Spain becomes like less feasible for Charlie now that I know that there's no international alcohol distribution thing going on in this year. Unless he has like some kind of personal contacts or connections that aren't related to his business. And then Ashton, previous job as a mailman, it might not provide a direct means to send international mail unless he's still in connection with his people. But his lack of money kind of reduces his ability to orchestrate this from overseas. So then Carney's opportunity means an opportunity. I don't know. Like, I don't have anything there, besides the fact that Carney has a history, right, of doing stuff like this.
This all makes sense to me.
All right. And then there's this one thing I got. This one thing that's just been bugging me since we started this, right?
Yes.
Everybody here has a last name that's a fruit except for Charlie Ashton's soup, right? Because a soup's not a fruit.
It could be a fruit soup. Maybe Ashton is a type of pear.
It's like a bisque.
Yeah. And, maybe the stamp, is just an attempt to mislead me. What's that? A red herring, or something like
That's
that.
a food too.
It is a food, but it's not a fruit.
No.
So, but maybe Thomas, himself orchestrates this sending of this letter to possibly frame someone. Maybe he just wants sympathy. Some people like being a victim. Or, I think I'm personally leading towards Charlie Gooseberry. He's an entrepreneur, so he has he has 6 kids, so maybe he's desperate financially. He kind of made that seem like it was likely that he's struggling financially. It might drive him to use some more sophisticated tactics, like getting a fucking stamp from Spain. I'm just lost on the stamp. All right. Let me go talk to Charlie. I think maybe this deserves some more conversation with Charlie, or maybe Carney has a lot of information. But yeah, I'll go just talk to Charlie directly.
Okay, great. And Le Capitan grabs their martini glass and takes a bite out of it. Oh.
Okay, I forgot they have those weird things here. I don't know if you're supposed to eat like eating a glove, right? That's not gonna digest well.
You don't know me.
Okay. Hey, Charlie. Hey, I had some questions.
Howdy, partner.
Hey, I'm kind of an entrepreneur myself, and I know how long you been doing this? Being your own boss?
Oh, Lord. Been going on about, I'd say, better part of a decade now.
Better part of a decade. That's a long time, man. So, if I were wanting to start something up like a little bit bigger than what I got, which is pretty small time, right? I'm not making enough money to support myself, let alone, my family. So, do you have any connections or anybody that you could put me in touch with, or, maybe you?
Connections as far as starting a small business for yourself?
Yeah, like if I want to do some import-export kind of stuff.
Oh, I don't know much about import-export. Most of my business is local. I travel by foot and make in-person impressions to a lot of the local taverns. It helps when you can stand directly in front of them as opposed to being on a phone call when they can just hang up on you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I was looking to possibly sell Bae-Lin, door to door,
What?
but
That
I don't
sounds
really
like
know.
that language that I always hear Karna speaking in their barbershop.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, it's this Spanish delicacy. It's like a big soup with everything in it, but it's very specific, and I don't want to do it wrong or be offensive by any means. So, if you know anybody who knows how to make a good paella,
Well, if anyone around here knows about soup, I'd probably point you in Ashton's direction.
well, it's not exactly a soup. Like I said, it's a paella.
Carne papaya?
Okay, all right. So you think Carney knows what a paella is?
Well, it's their name, isn't it?
No, that's papaya.
Well, I would, either way, if you go talk to our dear friend Carne, I'd take it with a grain of paella. They love spreading inflammatory rumors since they're miserable running their barbershop that they didn't even want.
Yeah, I mean that's probably true. I do have another question. You've been doing this for 10 years. Would you recommend doing something like this to somebody? It pays your bills and everything.
It's a lot of work. We don't exactly spend on glitz and glams. I'm not getting diamond tennis bracelets for the old lady, but we do okay.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll go ask Carney if they know anything about paella. Yep, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. It's okay. But thank you. I might be in touch. Hey, can you here take this card? Will you write your home number down or something? Maybe an address that I can reach you at. I have any more entrepreneur questions, I'll pay you for your time to be a mentor.
Of course. One friend to another. Just entrepreneurs helping each other out. And,
Exactly.
Charlie will write a little thing like, Charlie Gooseberry, we met at the bar, and then write I don't like an address feels weird. I'd write a phone number, I guess.
Okay. I mean, I think an address feels normal in 1910.
To just say, hey, you want to hang out? Here's my home address.
Yeah, people just went and knocked on people's doors back then.
Well, I wasn't around in 1910, Tisha, and this feels like a security risk.
Just so you know, that's what we did.
Can't we just do this through a Zoom meeting?
Okay. Thanks, Charlie. All right. Can I look as I'm walking over to Carney? Can I look at Charlie's handwriting? Does it look similar?
Roll investigation.
Dirty 20.
Not quite the same.
Not quite the same. Okay. So can I just say no, it doesn't match? Or
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so before you continue your interrogation techniques, the listeners and I are going to head to the gay agenda. This is the gay agenda, and first, I've got a little surprise for you. I've talked before about a crossover episode that we were doing with the podcast Dungeons and Drimbus, and it is coming out on Friday. That is in 2 days from right now. It would be 3 days if I released this episode on time, but I forgot to do the gay agenda, so I'm up early on Wednesday morning doing it. You're welcome. But yes, make sure you are subscribed to the RGRP channel. We will have part 1 on our channel, and then we will have part 2 on the Dungeons and Drimbus feed on the same day. Also, if you're a Patreon member, we are dropping the entire episode, part 1 and part 2, into the Patreon. There's no ads, no need to flip between RSS feeds. You are getting the entire thing all at once. Just another perk of being a patron. Speaking of, if you want to join our Patreon, go to patreon.com/rollgayroleplay. Aside from the full episode of the crossover, we have bonus episodes, pre-goss, polls that help shape the game, and so much more. I've already gotten to listen to the episode. It is so funny. I don't even want to give you anything about it. I want you to just experience it the same way I did, just with your ears when it comes out. Or whatever your hearing devices are. Maybe it's not your ears. Maybe it's your feet. Maybe it's your toes. Maybe it's your fingernails that hear. And of course, you can find everything Roll Gay Roleplay at rollgayroleplay.com. You can find our merch. You can find our social media, which you should be following. You can find our Discord, which we are hosting a game night, a trivia night coming up on the 25th, I believe. Man, I should just look at dates before I say them. It is the 4th Saturday of the month. It is the 25th. I was right. I should have said it with confidence. There is an event in our Discord, so you can get all the information there. I think that's all for today's gay agenda. Now here's a message from some of our friends.
Hey, Game Masters.
Are you sick of cliche stories that leave your players falling asleep?
Do you suffer from low engagement at your gaming table?
Do you struggle with creating interesting plots and engaging NPCs?
Do your players laugh at your tiny dice rolls?
Well, we can't help you with that one. But we can help you level up your gaming. I'm Aaron.
And I'm Josh.
We discuss the topics that matter the most when you're being a GM.
Be that better map design, telling gripping mysteries, or just not killing off your players in an adversarial way. I mean, yeah.
Join us at Level Up Your Gaming, a tabletop RPG podcast, every Thursday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Hey, Carney. Hey, I was over there talking to Charlie, and I was talking about making a good paella. Do you know anything about paella? I'm missing a few ingredients, and I want to make sure it's kind of a little bit close to the culture, as correct as I can make it here in Tennessee. Hey, Carney.
Oh, you're talking.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see that you were taking a big drink. I should have waited until you finished that gulp.
I am sorry. It was an accident. I was taking a drink while you were talking. You're asking about paella.
Yeah. That's right. You ever had any good paella? You know where I could get some?
Unfortunately, My diet consists of compliments and gay water, so I am unaware of your paella.
Ah, ok, está bien. Entonces, ¿conoces a alguien que puede ayudarme?
What?
How so? I don't know how I can help you.
Okay.
'Cause I
You
don't
didn't
know.
understand me?
Kind of.
All right. You kind of understood me. Do you know anybody else? Do you know anybody that would be able to help me with this paella stuff?
Paella.
It's a
child,
Spanish. It's a Spanish dish.
I am uncultured, so I know no one. I know no one.
Okay. You know, it's Charlie kind of made it seem like y'all spoke Spanish in your barbershop.
He speaks Spanish, and I pretend to understand.
Oh, Charlie speaks Spanish in your barbershop and you pretend to understand?
Is there a parrot in here?
Oh, sorry. I just was trying to be clear. You know, I'm a little slow here.
I try to be queer as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Are you asking about Charlie?
Yeah, sure. You know anything? Charlie's been in business for 10 years. He likes to meet the bar owners face to face. You know, he says that you you know, may have a little bit of the resentment, you know, about your dad's barbershop, but I didn't necessarily get that feeling from you.
I have no resentment for my dad's barber shop. I do my job as best as I can. I wouldn't really rely on Charlie because Charlie only delivers my alcohol, as we call it in my terms, gay water.
Yeah, that's fair. You know anything else about this Charlie guy?
Oh, Charlie. What would you like to know? He likes to talk shit. I heard him when he was delivering my alcohol on August 2nd. That man said about Thomas. Do you know a Thomas?
Yeah.
Well, he said about Thomas, I can't stand him flaunting his wealth around. I've told you this before.
Yeah, you did. You know, I got some criminal history on all y'all. And you know, really Charlie and Ashton, you know, they kind of seem a bit more aggressive, right?
That's a
Threatening
choice of
behavior.
words. Ooh, keep going, sister.
Yeah. You and Charlie don't quite get along, do you?
I have no qualms with Charlie.
Oh, well, Charlie doesn't necessarily like you.
Then this dislike is one sided because he doesn't matter to me.
That's fair.
That closet is deep.
You know, if you have any other information, because I really don't think that you're the person that did this, so I'm gonna tell you that somebody's threatening Thomas.
Well, I will say that I don't know if it's Charlie because I remember on August 8th he delivered some stuff and he told me that he would be out of town for the next 3 days to see his family.
Oh, okay. I thought he stayed close by. Where's his family from?
His family is from Saskatchewan.
Canada?
Oh, yeah. Canada.
You know,
Can we hear this?
I'm open to you all having conversations with each other, yes.
you might have heard. You probably would have heard because Rux said Canada pretty loud.
And yes, everyone heard it.
Canada.
Is someone coming in?
You know, Saskatchewan doesn't really seem like a very American Canadian name, eh?
No, it's
Kind of
not.
sounds like, you know, someplace in the Netherlands or something. Saskatchewan. That's a lot of K's in there.
Are we here to debate the name of Saskatchewan?
I don't know. Just quite strange. It's a interesting place for this guy over here to be from.
You mean Charlie?
Yeah.
Maybe I could be wrong, Charlie. Where are your family from? Charlie, where is your family from?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, Canadian.
Well, I don't know why you just asked me if you already knew the answer.
See, my Saskatchewan is valid.
Oh, hey,
So there.
Charlie, you're from Saskatchewan?
Sarsaparilla is on one of the lists that I deliver.
Sarsaparilla. Oh, okay. Where's your family from?
Canadian.
Canadian. Okay. Okay.
I left
I don't
there
know.
when I was little, though. I haven't been back in. Well, I haven't lived there in a long time.
Oh, but you visit often, or it's cold up there. I hear. I don't know
Like
where
emotionally, my mother's up there, so yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you go to visit very often.
I go when I can, but 6 kids and a wife at home doesn't really allow.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Canmothy. All right. All right. Okay. I think that I'm just gonna call it at this point. I don't know how long I've been in here, Mr. El Capitan, but do I have a time limit or something, or can I just keep harassing these people? If I punch one of them, does it make a difference? Is this even real?
Oh, you can hit all of them. And the Capitan just
Don't
throws a
you
glass at
touch
Tommy Tomato. Oh, God
God.
damn it. It does hurt them, but they're not real. Idiot.
Okay.
Can we hear this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Can I roll a Constitution save? I'm already unemployed and feeling insecure about my position in life. If someone's like, "You're not real, you're just here to be part of a mystery and you will disappear."
Just immediately.
I got a 2.
Oh no.
You just
Poor
hear
Ashton.
the sound of someone falling off of their chair and sobbing. What the fuck do you mean?
Investigator. You said that you're done already?
Yeah, I mean, I think so.
Now, I don't know if this influences your decision, but I got into a scrape a little bit back. So I may have, I don't want a record to get in the way.
Okay. Tell me about it.
It's funny how police reports work. I mean, it's true. I did assault an officer, but there's context. He was on the streetcar trying to force an older woman out of her seat by the front of the car. And when he put his hands on her, I put my hands on him.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
That
like when
makes sense.
officers abuse their power.
Yeah. You know what? I feel that there, Charlie. I don't like that either. You know what? I probably would have done worse in your situation. I don't know if I'd be walking around, being able to take care of my kids if I saw that. Okay. I guess let me talk to Tommy or Thomas Tomato.
Yes. He's bleeding out of his head right now.
So, if you paid this, what would happen to your business? Like, what kind of repercussions would this have? Like, would your family be okay? Are you worried about your family? You said you had a wife, right?
Yes, I do. Come here, lean in. I don't want to say this too loud. I could pay this easily, and it would not impact me in the slightest. It's a principle thing. But
Sure.
I could drop 15 grand and not care at all.
Right. But I
I'm very
understand
rich.
you have.
I'm very rich.
Okay. I understand principles and whatnot, but we're talking about the safety of your wife and kid.
Well, are you suggesting that I just pay it?
Well, yeah, I think I said that like the first 10 seconds of meeting you.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Well, why not?
Well, shouldn't the person who did this be put away for extortion and
Yeah,
whatever
for
else
sure.
is a crime?
Definitely. but we're getting closer to the end of the month, and you wouldn't want your wife or kid to get hurt, right? So, I mean, I can still look into it.
Did
Are you
Rux send the letter?
Are you using you?
No, of course it wasn't me. I'm still looking into this, but I'm so lost. I'm not a very good detective, okay? But I take some time and I get the job done right, and I'm sure my decisions when I make them. So,
Roll persuasion.
oh, I just want to know if he sent it to himself. Oh, I got a nat 20, which gives me a 28.
Okay. Then he's willing to pay it now. Fine. I guess my wife is worth more than the 15,000 that I could easily drop
Yeah.
and not care
Okay.
about.
That makes sense. Thank you. All right. I think, man, Charlie
Case
really threw me.
closed.
Charlie really threw me for a loop here.
Yeah, Tommy Tomato grabs 15 grand in cash and gives a stack of cash to all three of them. I don't know which one of you it is. Just take it. Get the fuck out. Or spend it here. I don't care.
We're not real.
Charlie will take off a couple bills and leave a tip.
All right. I'm going to go over to El Capitan
Yeah,
and
yes.
say, do you have any suggestions for any other questions that I might ask? Because I'm lost and I have a decision based on the information that I have, but it might not be the complete information. So if you have any questions, suggestions, please give them to me. Otherwise, I'm ready to make my case.
I think you have all the information.
Okay. Then here we go. Gonna establish some motive here, I guess. First of all, this person has a little bit of financial struggles. Not great. But this person's business is not performing as well as Thomas's successful bar. You know, there's some jealousy and there's some resentment. According to Carney Papaya, there's been some previous aggressive behaviors, right? Drunken, disorderly, assault, and I get it, the assault was valid, but it's a propensity for taking drastic measures under pressure, right? There are other ways he could have handled that police officer. Then Carney doesn't seem to think that Charlie is particularly bright in business wise. And then also Charlie Gooseberry has entrepreneurial skills and contacts, right? He's able to plan and execute things that he needs to get done. Charlie has access to international contacts, I guess. Go into Canada. We got some stamps and mailing opportunities there. Even if his business is local. He also said he likes to do business in person because people are more likely to listen to you when they see your face. Also, around between August 2nd and August 9th, which is the likely window that this letter was mailed from Spain, Charlie was out of town. Yeah, so there we go. I think that it's Charlie. I can't examine his financial transactions because apparently you don't have that, even though you said that I could use you for anything that the police would do. Gonna go with Charlie Gooseberry.
Okay, that's one more drink, bloody mess. And that's your answer. So I will tell you, Tisha, if you got this wrong, whoever is the guilty party is going to be able to level up their character in the real show.
Oh, nice.
So, Brandle, is Charlie Gooseberry guilty?
Yes, Charlie Gooseberry's guilty.
Yes! Does
His
that mean
mother
I
lives
get
in
a level
Spain.
up?
No.
Oh my god, it
That
should.
means you're hired.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You've passed the interview. All right, back. Stop simulation boobs. The room will turn very bright again in hexagonal patterns, so bright you have to cover your eyes.
As soon as the world starts to dissolve, you just hear Ashen Soup's tortured scream as his worst fears come to life.
Yeah, and Carney Papaya is giving like so long farewell of you to sing goodbye.
My kids.
The elevator will appear and you both will get in. Le Capitan will say, All right, there's one last part. I need you to sign the contract. Let me pull it up on the tablet. Hang on. The elevator will reach the top. You'll enter the agency. Le Capitan will kind of hip check the bookcase closed. All right, sign there. And he'll pass his tablet over to you.
Okay. What does it say on it?
It's an employment contract, basically. Do you want to investigate for the whole thing?
Yeah, sure. Oh, I got a 3.
This looks like a standard employment. Hire me, please. Contract.
All right. Here you go. And Rux just dips their paw in ink and paws in the signature line.
Nice. Great. There's one last thing. You're never going to remember that I run this place. That's part of the contract you just signed. So just hold your face open. I'm going to blow something in it. And Le Capitan reaches into a pouch and blows some dust into Rux's face. And as it's happening, Le Capitan goes, "Oh, that's a lot."
Yeah.
Oh, no. And Le Capitan starts kind of like snapping in Rux's face. Hey. Oh, shit. Le Capitan runs over and writes on a piece of paper, "Your name is Rux Baldacchino," and fills out little bits of information that Rux knows and hands it to Rux on their lap. And then Le Capitan just starts going back to their normal thing. Harp slurping around.
I thought it was going to be deeper than that.
Nope.
So
Just got a
funny.
little drunk.
Sometimes it's really just too much forget me dust.
I like you so much, Tisha.
Yeah, you did. Sorry.
I don't think you are.
It was a good attempt.
I'm not. You're right.
It was a good attempt. But yes, now we know Rux has passed, and that's obviously Rux made their way into the agency. We know they worked there. But now, flash forward, we find ourselves back in Anamik's Magic Boutique. Rux just had a rush of information in their head. All of your memories come flooding back.
That fucking raccoon.
Something else you're going to know now, Rux, is that Le Capitan also told you that he did this to everybody that works at the agency. So you now know that Bae-Lin also had their memory erased at some point during this interview process.
And what about Shannon?
That would have been after the fact, so you wouldn't have that memory.
But you can ask me, though, if I have my memory erased.
Hey, Shannon, you ever had your memory erased?
Yes.
Okay.
Deception.
Yeah, deception and insight here.
Yeah, I don't think I need a roll for that.
I rolled a 30. I rolled a 31 for
shit.
deception.
I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, so
For
like I said,
insight.
yes. And I said
God.
ookie spooky.
God damn it.
Just the idea of answering the question, have you had your memory wiped? Yes. As if you would remember it.
No.
But it was so convincing.
Okay. Yeah, so you, maybe you know what I've been going through, because if you know, then, you remember it now. So, yeah, it's a
Ooh.
wild experience, eh?
Ah, wild indeed.
Yeah, I think, I need to go back to, the agency.
Wait, don't we have things we have to do here?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey, you shouldn't go to the agency. I feel like in your current mood.
I believe you still, for some reason.
So
The very believable guy there.
maybe since I had my memory erased, we can unerase the memories of our other 2 companions at some point.
Yeah, let's do that right now. Then
No.
maybe we can go through back to the detective. Oh my gosh, that's too many D's. Hold on a second. My mouth can't
Back
handle
to the
it.
detective.
So many D's for your mouth.
Okay.
Maybe we do that. Maybe we dispel some magic. Then we can all go back to the detective agency. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Here, dispel magic. And Rux just throws some sand.
Back at zero.
Oh, actually, Rux has dispel magic. Never mind. Rux will cast dispel
Still throw
magic
sand. Doesn't use it.
on Lynn.
It takes 3 people. Remember, it takes 3 people to dispel magic.
Hey, Bae, Anamik, help me out here.
I don't actually know the spell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right, no,
Like,
I
that's-
do. And Bae throws sand.
Yeah, Anamik also throws sand. There's just sand in Lynn's mouth now.
So
Guys.
maybe
Let's talk of brainwashing and, camera being off.
maybe it would be best if we, take our time with this newfound information of who could possibly be wiping our memories. Because that entity that is wiping our memories may have threatened one of us with a wiping of their memories if that person told anybody.
Okay,
And-
but listen, I know who did it. Okay,
Mm,
and I get what you're putting down. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. I get it.
Oh.
You don't have to do anything. You can stay right here. I'll do it.
very well. And then Kris,
Yes.
I feel like did we have something we were doing in Animate's house?
Well, we were the Glitter Fox Prison Wind. I mean, they hired
Thank
you
you.
for the brick, but they hired you for season tickets. So if you're really interested,
We could just ghost him.
yeah, I guess you could.
So remember that we're still on a case for the brick in the window. So maybe we should solve that first before we go anywhere and confront any being that seemingly is more powerful than they appear.
You can tell us who it is and we can kill them.
I don't think that's how this works.
All right, but they made me forget my wife and kid.
Yes, that is bad.
Okay, is that a question? Did you put a question mark on the end of bad?
I only ask because you now have a new family.
Okay.
I don't know. That's equivalent.
So,
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all for being like, work as family, but there's a little much to say.
But also, I got this family that hires weird ass Australian people who call me Catdim, and has absolutely no care that is super offensive to their quote unquote family. So yeah, I mean, you're right. If I put this family in one hand and my actual family in the other hand, one of them is gonna have shit on them, and it's not my actual family.
wow. Okay, this
You
is
know
a
that old
revelation.
analogy?
Bae doesn't have eyes, but they're staring daggers at Lynn.
Okay, well. Okay, so I will admit that at times, a little extreme in, the way that don't let you guys. Okay, yes, I've made mistake. Okay, yes. Who hasn't? I'm very sorry.
Sorry if
bad.
I'm seeming a little aggressive right here. I got a lot of feelings pent up. So I apologize if that comes off as if I'm attacking you. I'm not. I am having trouble controlling the sound of my voice at this moment. Just a
Lynn is
little
also
worked up.
very bad at taking legit criticism.
Rux said, I am not.
He's like fiddling a lot. This is not good behavior. This is why we go to therapy, everybody. But yeah, Lynn is like scrambling. He doesn't know what to do. There's no I don't know how to get you back to before, and I can try to fix, mind, whatever, but
Well, your memory's been erased too.
So there's only so much that I can do. I will do my best, I promise, but I cannot do more than I have done in the past unless we go back to the past and I change the past.
Yeah, okay, listen. Lynn, I get that. I get that. That doesn't mean that what you did in the past doesn't affect me now, which it does. I'm getting over it, right? I'm forgiving you in a sense. I'm still saying that it was wrong because you never truly apologized for it, and you never understood the depth in which you hurt me. Okay, because that was like a big stab to my heart. That you cared about this person's feelings over mine. Who you knew me longer. I didn't know anybody but you. Right at that time. So I'm getting over it. You know what? I'm looking at the bigger picture. tiny little drop in the ocean of my life now that I know my life. So it's fine. It's over with. Don't worry about it. I guess the question is, Shannon, do we go tell this theater guy what happened, right? Close that case out, then go back to the detective agency? Or do we just go to the detective agency, which is my vote, right the fuck now?
Well, there is a loose end that we should tie up. But maybe we can tie up that loose end after we go and talk to this entity that's been wiping people's memories. Because now you have striked some curiosity in me. Because why are your memories being erased?
I'm going to suggest we dispel magic on Bae or Lin right now, at least.
Oh, shit. Do I have Dispel Magic? Let me see if I have any more spells.
Well,
I do.
Anamik and Bae have dispel magic, and I have dispel magic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Well,
I've
no-
got one more 5th level spell.
Fair warning, if I find out who wiped memories, I will try to kill them.
Yeah, that's...
I think this is a great idea. I will help.
Okay.
I'm in mood for
All right.
murder.
Maybe, hey, just hear me out. Maybe we don't have to kill them. Maybe we can just ask them.
Rux lost their family, and I also lost my family. I have a feeling I know where I'm from, but I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Who
Hey,
wants the...
so
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I vote for Lynn first because I feel like we may or may not need cover for when Bae gets their memories back.
I'm gonna kill somebody.
Who knew Lynn was the villain the entire time? The toxic
All right.
middle-aged man.
Dispel
All right,
magic on Lin.
Escuchas las palabras.
Can
Yes.
you cast Dispel Magic on yourself?
It just
Don't
has
see
to be
why
within
not.
range.
I think you
Yeah.
choose
Within
a
a-
magical effect.
So you don't need me. I understand. That's fine.
Yeah. Target within range.
Okay, so then 3 of you are casting Dispel Magic on Lin to erase their to unerase their memory, correct?
Again,
unerase
Bae
the
does
memory.
not have the spell. Just to
Okay.
be clear.
Anamik, we need. Oh wait, no, we still don't need you, Anamik. You're fine.
But are you sure? I'm right here. I have
Hey,
the
you can
spell.
do it anyway. Yeah, you know what? Still do it. Hey, maybe the power of 4 is more.
That's
than
what they
Okay.
say. That was the
Yeah,
last
that-
episode of Charmed.
I'll hands out then. I won't cast Dispel magic. I'll keep my spell slot. It's a 3rd level, so.
Then let us.
Escuchas las palabras de las brujas.
Yes.
You
All
did
right.
tell me that Papaya spoke Spanish. And then they didn't understand me.
Yeah, you said something again, and then I heard ayúdame, and I was like, something about help you, girl. I got it.
Yeah, I said, do you know anybody who could help me?
Oh yeah, and I was like, yeah, totes.
All right, so Lynn, we're going to let you have your memories back as well. You also realize now that you are not the owner of this agency. It is Le Capitan. You are just a high-up employee. You're basically a manager.
Cap.
And yeah, now you know everything that Rux or Shannon knows about the hiring process. And we'll pick up what you guys do on the next episode of Roll Gay Roleplay. Le Capitan might be in trouble. So good job, Tisha, on solving the case and passing the interview.
Yes, Shannon has leveled up. Thank
Bad
you.
job. I was going to level up.
Oh,
Wait,
I'm
Shannon leveled
sorry.
up?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
No, Rux leveled up. I'm just kidding.
It would have been really funny if everyone else but you leveled up, Brandon.
I would have been so mad.
No.
Especially since I just got the news today that something about Spain, and then all of a sudden Tisha's main focus was the letter's origin. Spain was not a factor last week.
No, I
Yeah.
just didn't. It's on my paper notes, but I didn't send it to you. Actually, my paper notes said Italy, and I decided to change it. So
Ooh.
Olive Garden.
So let's go to Spain instead. Yeah, Olive Garden, I should have. So, yeah, we'll see what happens to our lovely Le Capitan on the next episode. Till then, I'm Kris the DM. You can find me on all social media at Kris Drinks Lemonade.
I'm Tisha. You can find the podcast at rollgayroleplay.com.
I'm Brandle. You can find me in Spain eating paella.
Ooh. Hi, my name is Katie, and you can find me on my living room floor patting my rabbits.
Oh my god, I love rabbits. Hi, I'm Jonathan, and you can totally find me in the cosmos.
Yes, sailor.
Yes.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
An RGRP LLC production. Music by Joe Barsanti.